Exactly. Wing Commander Sudhakaran, Global Strategic Defense Expert, is joining us on the show. Group Captain V.N. Jha, Senior Scientist and former Joint Director of the DRDO, also with us on the program. Mr. Sanjay Kapoor, Editor of Hard News, Foreign Affairs journalist, also with us on the program. Mr. Mani Sudhanshu, railway professional, creator of Train 18, Vande Bharat Express, the first semi-high-speed train of India, is also with us on the show. And last but by no means the least, Major Mohammed Ali Shah, defense expert, also with us on the program. Mohammed Ali Shah?
Yes, Vineet, I'm here.
Well, the Prime Minister also took it upon himself, to
yes,
be
Vineet, I'm here.
Ali, if you can hear me?
Yes, Vineet.
Well, the Prime Minister also took it upon himself to personally align with this tragedy. He was, quick to reach there, cancelled all his appointments and made sure that everybody who's a stakeholder as well as the responsible party in this accident is living up to the expectations of the people. That is something that we definitely have to commend here.
There's no doubt about that fact, Vineet. 100%. I mean, he would be very, very concerned. As a huge loss, huge tragedy has happened. Everyone is going to, the whole nation is shocked, in fact, by such a grave loss, I mean, in fact, from the time that I have, I've never heard of a train accident of this magnitude, Vineet. It's something really drastic, something really wrong. There's something drastically wrong over there, and I apologize, but I have to tell you one thing. Being an army person, I believe in one philosophy, which is love all, respect all, at the same time, suspect all. So which means I smell something fishy, and I cannot rule out a terror angle right now, but that's something one cannot rule out completely also. Only through inquiry, after thorough inquiry, we'll know what exactly happened. Because in 2017, we had caught an ISI agent, and he revealed that he was apparently, he had given suparis. There were suparis issued to him for conducting accidents on trains. This was actually revealed in 2017. It was very much news at that time. So a terror angle, a sabotage definitely cannot be ruled out. As Group Captain Jha rightly said, a moving train has absolutely no business to run into a static train. And whereas a third train will come and ram into you. And the kind of casualties we have suffered, my heart goes out to the bereaved families. Irreparable loss. Imagine boarding a train and going somewhere on a destination, either on a holiday or work or whatever. And people are waiting for you. And you're not reaching there. Such bad news is coming, and it's really, heart goes out, Vineet. It needs to be thoroughly inquired, and whatever the result might come out after the inquiry, whether it was human error, technical error, sabotage, whatever, it has to be really looked into it. Having said that, again, I would say I've had experience of traveling in trains always, without reservation, with reservation, in general dippas, in sleeper class, in AC, in always. What I have seen, Vineet, at night especially, the people from the general dippa, I have traveled in general dippa, that's why I'm telling you many times, not just once, many times I have gone without reservation. So they then have a tendency to shift towards a sleeper class and to put a newspaper and sleep near the toilets or somewhere near the door. There is no regulation. And as earlier doctor was mentioning, I was on the panel earlier with you, he was saying there should be something, an innovation like a seat belt or something, safety measure for trains as well. And I agree with him. I agree with him. When we can have seat belts for aircraft, for cars, why not for trains? And okay, at least sitting trains. Like for example, there's a train which runs from.
So what, Ali, basically in a sense you're saying that the safety could have been a little more highlighted here. Shah, we've almost run out of time. Your thoughts on the solutions that I have presented, and how do you think they will come in handy to prevent any such tragedies in the future?
Abhinit, I totally agree with Wing Commander Sudhakar, sir. And see, I'll give you a small example for everyone to understand. When we are driving on roads and there's a road accident, for example, and you bang into the car behind you, and the car behind, 3-4 cars are affected normally. If that's what happens, or if someone suddenly brakes on a highway and then 2-3 cars, because that time there's a time gap of fraction of seconds, of a few seconds, perhaps. There's no enough time to react. But now, okay, I can understand. Firstly, as Group Captain Jha said, yes, I totally, earlier he had said in the previous show, I totally agree with him. Also that, firstly a static train is there, a goods train is there, one express comes and bangs into it. It can be an accident, okay, fine, it's very sad. But now, 5 minutes later, a third train comes and rams into it again. So what should have been done, should have been the procedure, the SOPs, the protocol? Straight away, the people should have informed, should have stopped the full traffic. Then there is no end to it. No, then the fourth train will come, there's no end to it. Many times has it happened, many of us are going by train. A train stops in the jungle somewhere, middle of nowhere. And we are like, what happened? Oh, there's an accident that's happened, something has happened ahead. So we are waiting, and we are waiting for hours and hours and hours together. The train is delayed. If that can happen within after 2 hours or 3 hours of that accident, 5 minutes is a long time actually to react. 5 minutes is a very long time. But there was no signal, nothing was sent. Why? That's a question to be asked. So I am going by this same as a army man. Respect all, love all, but suspect all at the same time. I am going to keep it with a suspicion, know that
All
it
right,
could
great
be a
points
sabotage.
there. Great points, and I concur with you that nothing should be ruled out at this point in time.